We're back. Our next guest dances harder than anyone I've ever seen in my life. Her shows have been burning up LA, and you've recently seen her in Alaska's This Is My Hair video. Of course, I'm talking about Love Connie. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Work it out, Connie. Give it to me. Welcome, Love Connie, everybody! Oh, Connie. Oh, Connie, your look is so demure and beautiful today. Oh, you're welcome. Never have I seen a tuck so loose as yours today. Very beautiful. Oh, okay. Oh, Connie, are you going to speak, Connie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Connie, I love you. Your shows are so incredible. We've done shows together where you do a Love Connie number, and I watch you on stage, and I'm just like, how is this bitch going to keep it up? Because you dance so hard, and then when I see you backstage, it's just like the sweat. I mean, you are making it happen.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, now, kids out there will know Connie from Alaska's This Is My Hair video.
The kids,
Yeah,
yes.
the kids, for sure. I mean, that was probably your introduction to a lot of younger audiences.
The Instagram crowd.
The Instagram crowd. Because your performance as Alaska's assistant had a short screen time, but so many subtleties.
It was,
you really gave so many, your face performance was sickening.
Yeah, I'm just one of those ticky kind of, I've always was told I was a little too big for the camera.
Right.
So that's why now I'm doing this.
The demure art form that is
subtlety is not
Love
my specialty.
Now, so people will know you from that, but I mean, I remember you from back in the day at the Fez in New York with the Nellie Olsons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was right when you were leaving New York.
Yes.
That was sort of the group. Now, for people that don't know, tell them about the Nellie Olsons.
Well, the Nellie Olsons were, I mean, maybe we're still, they're not, you were in a gay sketch comedy group.
Yeah, but y'all were like the originals.
But we were, way back, we don't want to, I auditioned for a gay sketch comedy show, and we were not cast on there. So
well, they would have done well to have you on.
It's the nail in the coffin. So, what can you do? But yeah, the Nellies were great. We were around when La Mama was still around, and it was wonderful. It was sketch comedy. I came to New York, as kind of a musical theater type guy. My background was in music, and I was a singer. And you get to New York, and you go to your first audition, and you realize, no, I can't really sing.
Right.
Because there were just incredible voices and Broadway voices, and that just, you start to realize that, that's probably not going to be your way. You're going to have to find something else. So the Nellies, I think the Nellies had put out an ad in Backstage West. Is Backstage West even? Backstage.
Backstage.
We're West now. That was back when we were on the East. And they said they were looking for women to fill it. And I had seen a Nellie Olson show, and I thought that form of gay sensibility sketch comedy was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And I think as gay guys, we always go, well, I can do that. I've been doing that my whole life.
Right, exactly.
And it's kind of true. I had come into audition, and literally the only thing I had ever written was the Connie character, who we called Connie, but it was just a pageant character that we would always do when we were in college. And it literally went, I love children. I love all kinds of children. I love black children. I love white children. I love Mexican children. I love Chinese children. That's why in the fall I plan to major in fashion. And that was it.
Adam, you missed your sound cue. Yes, thank you. Late! Oh, that was a new cue. Thank you, Adam. And so Nellie Olson's had a lot of success. I mean, you guys toured around. You went to the Just
we didn't
for
make
Laughs
a dime.
festival.
It was always the funniest thing is that We would play San Francisco, torrential downpour. We would be dragging suitcases on wheels, trying to find a place to stay. This was before any social media or any even cell phones.
Right.
Well, not for a broke
Yeah,
performer. You didn't have a cell phone.
And they were,
so you're on
they were very big at that time.
payphone. And we were playing Josie's Juice Joint, and I remember like Nora had hung around to get the cut of the door, and we were waiting at it's an old bar that's still like at Castro and Market, I believe. And she came in, and we're like, how much should we get? She pulled out $5.
Wow.
And not much has changed.
Right.
Which is why I'm finally doing a Kickstarter.
Oh,
this
good.
year, too.
Are
Yeah.
you? It's the Kickstarter episode for the new Connie show coming up?
Yes, the new Connie show.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I just jumped about.
That's
20,
okay. That's all
25
right.
years.
But so you guys toured around a lot. Maybe you didn't make a lot of money, but you were very well known in the gay community.
We
and
were.
Had a lot of fans, and your comedy was amazing.
And they were great out here in LA too.
Yeah.
That's really, because I'm from the South, so I'm much more acclimated to the weather in LA.
Yes.
So, and the thing, like Mimi was talking about earlier, you really get to know who you are and your salt as a performer when, because I'm not trained. I was telling someone the minute I left college, I didn't take one more voice lesson, no dance lessons. But if you're in New York and you're a performer, you just kind of get on the stage and I had done a lot of those Wings. Remember Wings Theater?
Yes.
Back in the day, they were very gay-centric.
Like naked boys singing and other things
they
like
were
that.
Just ridiculous. But a lot of times you would do it, and then the curtain would open, and the audience's reaction was not a good. It was that.
What's that?
And then to get through a show like that, where then you had to make out with a pirate and sing love.
Right.
It was just like, boy, you really got. Sorry, sound man, I'm doing it. Oh no, never mind.
You're all right.
I'm fine.
You're all right, Cons. Now, one of the things I love about your New York time was not only that must have been an amazing time in underground New York gay culture, right? Because when did you arrive in New York? Because you're from the South, you're from Louisiana.
Yes.
Southern Baptist family.
Good old Southern Baptist.
Yeah,
yes.
you were very religious.
Very religious.
No activities outside church stuff.
I did. I spent a lot of time at church.
Yes, you did.
I had the best music director in church.
Right.
And he was super cute. So you'll always find the gay boys, if they're sticking around the church, it's usually because there's a cute minister of music or,
right.
And it really, listen, that all joking aside, they were wonderful, wonderful, we had a wonderful young preacher. I totally confessed to them, I'm like, I thought I was going to burn in hell.
Right.
It was... because all I heard down south was, come on, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Rough for lots,
sure.
lots of them. So they were actually very cool.
Really?
Yeah, they actually were.
That's a delight, especially since you were so in the mix. It would have been devastating if they had been like, nope.
Yeah, and I was always pretty much a real smart ass, so I wasn't really going to let it get. I don't think that's part of me.
Right.
We can all get down on ourselves.
Sure.
And like I say, I'm doing a Kickstarter. Nothing, is more than having to go to an audience for money. It's just, that's really not in my makeup either.
Yeah.
So it's those challenges of, no, I'm going to do this on my own, which I've done. But, it is a struggle. And if someone is appreciative of what we do, and they want to, give you $50 or whatever, then, just take it.
We certainly took it around here.
Take it, Connie.
Appreciated it very much. So you came out to your family. You went to college for theater?
No, I went to Southern Baptist College for church music.
Oh, so did you
and
come
it took
out
about a
during
year.
that,
Well,
right?
it took about a year, and I was like, it was like Debbie Harry, Jesus Christ.
Right.
I'm not going to give up, one or so. Let's just get out. Let's focus on the other. So I changed the degree plan to a music education, which the curse with that was it added another year on to the curriculum. So I had to stay at the Southern Baptist College
even longer.
For an extra year.
Wow.
Yeah, all my freshman class had graduated. So that really, it was just like, stick it out. Because back then you always said, well, I'm going to be an actor, but make sure you got something to fall back on,
Right, yeah, the good old fall back on.
Fall back. So I did that, and then I started doing summer stock in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
And then I ran off to New York, and it wasn't until I went to New York Then I came out to the parents.
Oh, okay.
Because you go to New York and you realize, oh,
yes,
they don't call black people by that word up in New York. You know, I mean, no, I'm telling you, seriously, it was literally that much of a shock. New York was wonderful. I was never harassed.
Time period was, get back to what I was originally asking you about, was that time period must have been amazing in New York. I mean, it was coming out of the excess of the 80s and then the 90s, and all the clubs were still alive. You still had to go out to meet people and speak to them and not just say sup and show them a picture of your dick.
Exactly.
There was a lot of interesting, exciting underground theater, underground clubs, and you were teaching aerobics all over town.
Connie, at the Vertical Club.
Yes. Step aerobics. Step aerobics. Step aerobics are still when I was 8, I was doing like Jane Fonda. I could still give you a grapevine and a clap, and then a kick, and a double kick. I mean, that's the greatest.
How do you think I maintain all this?
Oh, and that's how you
and the
have
energy. That's really, because I don't write. That was the blessing about being in the Nellie Olsons, was having, you know, a guy that graduated from the top of his class at Yale, and then a girl from Columbia. So these two really intelligent Ivy Leaguers, and then me, just white trash from Louisiana. It was just like, I'm in heaven. Because they were really highbrow, smart, political. I wasn't any of that. I was like, fart you know, I'm all about getting all.
Your pussy's so big.
Yeah, I love all that. I'm that. So it was a perfect match. But writing, that's not my thing at all. So once the Nellies, we were never in the same town ever. We were in New York, and then as soon as I came, Terrence moved to LA, then I moved, and then Nora was in Hawaii. It was crazy. And I wanted to just keep performing more, so I had to come up with an idea of how to do a show and present a show that really wasn't based around dialogue.
Right, because the Connie shows are all music and dance. And that's what everything's communicated in.
Everything's mime or some type of movement and telling a story along that way. And I love that. That's super fun. Yeah. And you don't have to learn any lines. I mean, that's just, you know.
I know, you can just dance it out.
It is.
And those shows have now, this will be coming up to your 4th one, the new one coming up, Fade to Connie?
Fade to Connie will be the 5th one.
The 5th one.
Fade to Connie.
Fade to
sequel.
Connie.
A tribute to a band I'm sure all these millennials know about, Roxy Music.
Oh, they do. They don't. But you should Google it. So you do the Connie shows with Mario Diaz?
I do the Connie and Juice shows.
Connie and Juice. Connie loves juice.
There are 3. See, kind of like Kill Bill volumes 1. How it's all. There are actually 3. I like to say, I don't know, what would you say? 3 versions of the Love Connie. There's Love Connie.
Right.
And then that's about Connie and her cat, Vicky.
Oh, right, of course.
And usually some type of, they're all spoofs of films. And then there's Connie and Juice. And then there's Fade to Connie, which is more about Connie's interactions with film or whatever.
Amazing. I mean, the performances that you give are so great, and the character is so strong. You do it all without words. Oh. It's really something that y'all should see. So what you're going to need to do is, after this episode, go to heyqween.tv, where we're going to have an exclusive performance from Love Connie, so you can see her for yourself, because it's a performance not to be missed.
I hope Irene Cara doesn't sue your ass.
That's why we're putting it exclusively on heyqween.tv, so we can get around the copyright laws. Right, Lady Red? Yes! So you're doing a Kickstarter for the new show. Where can people find it? Kickstarter.com/
Oh my God, it's got a bunch of numbers and things out. Just go to my
Facebook.
Hashtag Connie Kickstarter 2016. That's on a delay. Ooh, that's really weird.
Yep. The audience doesn't know what's happening at home when you do that.
Facebooks, yes, I all that stuff.
Now she's obsessed with the monitor. All right, Connie. Connie, I love your performance. I love your stuff. You really have your boogery style is killing it. I love it so much. Your kibbles, your junk, the hairy chest, the crib tear.
The category is Butch Queen, first time in drags at a ball.
Butch Queen. Connie, I love you. I love your shows. Thank you for being here today. And darling, you snatched your trophy, honey. Yes. Look happy. All right, that was awkward. Give this bitch a lap dance. Yeah!